Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. This is kind of like a drive podcast as I've got some things to do tonight. So this video will release early. But it's all about Rotten Tomatoes. Now, we all know by now, and if you don't know, this is how it is. Rotten Tomatoes is a critic aggregate site. That means they collect all the different critic reviews. They either put a fresh or rotten score on it, and they release it out to the public in a type of percentage. And you know, it really is just watch it or not watch it, or it's like they see it or skip it, and that's their site. They don't actually make reviews. Now, I've also recently learned that Rotten Tomatoes is no longer owned by Warner Brothers. It's actually owned by Fandango. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm seeing going around on Twitter. So correct me if I'm wrong. But I just want to talk about Rotten Tomatoes delaying the score for Justice League for a moment here. Now, the first, I wasn't really quite upset or anything. I just kind of passed it off as like, wow, even Rotten Tomatoes wants to do the Justice League score as an event, a giant event, because this is a giant blockbuster event of a film, so they're willing to put that out later on just to collect all the reviews they could do, make a score, and make it an event out of it. But no, wait a minute, they do have a show called See It or Skip It, and they've already done this with Bad Moms. I did not know. They have this little Facebook show that they're doing called See It or Skip It. And I didn't think it was a big deal because the review embargo just lifted. They need to bring their reviews up together. That's fine. But now we learned that review embargoes lift tonight, Tuesday, at I think 8 p.m. my time, and that's 11 somewhere on the West Coast, or even early, I'm not sure. So the embargo is being lifted early. But the show, their Facebook show, is going to be on Thursday, which is actually Wednesday, nighttime for me. And I'm thinking, wait a minute now, so they should actually make that show earlier, right? Would they not make that show earlier? Because they want to grab all the reviews they can get, but also give a chance for people who actually care about the Rotten Tomatoes scores before watching a movie to actually look at the score, judge that they want to get a ticket or not, and go see it. I mean, I understand. I am like you guys, where I don't give a crap what Rotten Tomatoes scores it is. I'm gonna go watch a movie. If it interests me, I'm gonna look at it and like, I'm gonna go watch a movie because I love movies and I want to judge it for myself. But for those people, and I mean the general populace, who treat Rotten Tomatoes like a Yelp site for movies, they're gonna do that. They're gonna go in there, they're going to want to look at the Rotten Tomatoes scores before they even buy a ticket. And it seems like now Rotten Tomatoes has become a site that they think they're big enough, and they are big enough to control the market in a way to keep people from buying that ticket until they release their score. They know they're that powerful, and they're taking advantage of it. They're no longer just an innocent site that collects scores and reveal what the percentage is as it goes up and goes down, depending on how many scores. They've become something like what a lot of people had said, clickbaity. Clickbaity. They want you to watch their show. That's what they're marketing here. They're going to use Justice League to watch their show. Because you want to see their score firsthand, you got to watch their show. Okay? And I know, I get it. You can skip the show and see it later, but they're making you wait for it. And I think that's weird and terrible at the same time. I don't think it's weird, actually, because that makes total sense for their marketing. Because they want to make you watch their show and they get their clicks up, they get their views up, whatever. It makes them happy, but it makes us all wait. It makes us all not want to see this dumb See It or Skip It show because we just want to know what the Rotten Tomatoes scores is. It's just completely clickbaity, and I have zero regard for that. It's totally bull on all fronts. And you know me, I don't get mad too often, but as I'm thinking about it and I'm hearing people out, I totally agree now that this is really rotten for Rotten Tomatoes right now. Okay, and that is terrible because of how much power and influence they know they have with the general public. For them to do this is totally shameful and clickbaity, and I disapprove. Not that my opinion matters, but I for myself disapprove this at all fronts. Anyway, review embargoes are up tonight. We can be like the Dark Ages and go and click on these different critic sites to check out that review without having to wait for Rotten Tomatoes. And lo and behold, Metacritic is, you know, they're pulling their time up and they're like, remember us? We're Metacritic. We also do that Rotten Tomato type of score, but we don't actually call it Rotten. We actually give you a number that actually makes more sense than a dang fruit. It's okay. So whatever you think about it, I might be going over blowing this out of proportion here, but it just seems very terrible, very rotten, and they live up to their name here. I don't know, but that's it. I just wanted to talk about with that, as I have lots of things to do tonight, so I won't be able to make an actual video tonight. So hopefully, I don't know if you comment down below. Do you agree or not agree with my semi-rant here about Rotten Tomatoes and them holding Justice League hostage just so people can watch their show? What do you guys think? I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know. Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy this Justice League week. I know there's so much negativity out there, but there is so much more positive out there because Justice League is out this week. All right, thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.